Hello, everybody. This is Bill McKibben. I wish very much that I was there with you in Orono. I can see that big gym there where I was a couple of years ago with so many tables and booths and things and so many people doing great stuff all over the place. It gave me great hope to be there, and I hope I can give you just a little tiny bit of hope um, 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 virtually, as it were. The good news is that there is a profound movement coming together around the world of which you all are a part. And it's a movement with, many tiers, many people working on all kinds of issues around poverty and inequality and around peace and militarism. And the part that I work, the sort of arm that I work most closely with, has to do with probably the greatest challenge that human civilization has ever faced: the very rapid rise in temperature and accompanying ecological catastrophe that we face. That is all bad news. You know from watching the news, you know from looking out the window how weird and extreme our weather has become. You know what's going on in the waters in the Gulf of Maine. You know the kind of trouble that we're in. But you also, I hope, know that people are rallying to do something about that trouble. It's been really inspiring to be all over the world the last 5 or 6 years. 350.org works in every country on earth except North Korea. And so I've been able to see people everywhere coming together in this fight. And that's what it will take: an enormous number of people coming together, doing what needs to be done. I know you guys are in that group. I know that you know what the immediate challenges are. I mean, we're thick in the middle of this battle over the Keystone Pipeline all across the United States. It's become a rallying point, and the President and the Secretary of State will make a decision sometime in the next few weeks. Put your thumb on the scale one more time. Send a letter. Send a note. Take some inspiration from all those hundreds of college kids who went down and got arrested in D.C. a couple of weeks ago. There's so many other fights. The fights about the pipelines down through New England that people have done such a wonderful job organizing around. It's been great to watch Maine become a locus of resistance to this kind of thing. But there are fights on the coal ports of the Pacific Northwest and in the mountains of West Virginia, and the coal fields and in the fracking fields across the U.S. in place after place after place. One could look at those in a discouraged way, as if we're having to fight on so many fronts. One could look at them in an optimistic way, as if people from all of those local fights are also learning how to come together in a national, indeed in a global resistance. We need you to be part of that resistance. Please be at 350.org at the website, just so you'll know what it is that we need you to do and where you can help. And just know how much a part of this big fight you are. There are people like you gathering in groups like that in country after country, state after state, today and almost every day now. And together, well, we're not big enough yet to beat the fossil fuel industry, but we're big enough to give them a run for their money. And if we can, then we will reset this planet in powerful ways as we replace centralized big energy, the richest industry on earth, with decentralized sun and wind. Then we'll start to get at some of these questions about economic inequality. As we reduce their ability to dominate our political system, we'll end some of the corruption in DC. As we remove the need to go to the Middle East and fight one stupid war after another, we'll be able to do something maybe about the obscene size of our military budget. Time to do all these things, and we can only do them together, which is why I'm so glad that you guys are in this fight too. Have a wonderful day, full of hope, and as I recall, full of good food too. Take care.